Next question. Now, I realize that I'm going to ruin a lot of people's names today, for which I apologize to everyone listening in advance. You're welcome to talk on Facebook and let me know how it should have been. I'll do my best to learn. Next question from Maggie Jonquier. Jonquier. So, what do you do when you're planning to offer your services to companies and you work from changing locations? So, with a bit more information here. So Maggie and her business partner provide workshops to companies combining life and health coaching in yoga, and they both live in different countries. But they each live in different countries. So the niche is professional nerds, zennials, millennials who are stressed, tired, and uninspired to stop overthinking, get healthy, and find a community. She says, we're lost on the hubs. Do we reach out to HR, business owners, someone else entirely, and where would we find them?
Oh man, well, this is a question I can't really answer. But the questions that are being asked are the right questions. Yeah, if we're doing corporate work, this becomes a question. Who do we talk to in the corporation? Is it HR? Is it the owner? Um, and the hubs, I'm still a little unclear of who they're trying to reach. Um, because on one level, they're talking about the staff. Yeah, I think the nerds, the millennials, the people into health, all this. So they're describing the end user, but the person who's paying for it will be the corporation. So that's really the client. So that's where the thinking needs to go. Um, because otherwise, what's the hub? The hub is probably Instagram, or where are these staff going for their health stuff? Probably not to their boss. So they're probably looking in other places. There are probably people who do corporate wellness podcasts or Instagram channels. Here's how to stay sane in the corporation. And so those people might be hubs in various ways. Even though on one level they may be competition, they may not be doing the yoga thing. They may not be doing the different modalities you're doing. So you could reach those people directly. So that becomes one of the primary questions. Actually, is who are you trying to reach? Do you want to reach the worker or do you want to reach the employer? Um, because and then if it's the employer, I would still be very curious. Well, what kind of companies are we talking about? There's so many companies in the world, so niching by industry could be a thing. We really specialize in this industry because then that allows you to figure out the hubs. Okay, well then, if it's, let's say we're working in the we want to specialize in app developers, corporations that develop apps or something like this. Okay, so then you find all these corporations that develop apps, and you realize, oh, they have conferences where they get together, and they have newsletters, and they have their own hubs just for that industry. You might focus on, the hemp industry, the alternative energy industry, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Each of these industries will have its own hubs. There's no such thing as hubs for employers or HR. They don't get together. Well, there may be HR conferences, that's true. So you can go to those. And then would you want to work with all those corporations? So I just could see either really honing extra specifically on who the employees are, or extra specifically on who the employees are, because right now it feels a bit muddy on both sides.
Wonderful. Wonderful.